Previously on Astroneer.
It was legitimately awful. I was so sad. It was I wanted to die. It was just terrible. Man, we are really low on energy, and I know exactly why. It's because this thing right here is still going. Once this fills up, it'll stop, and that's fine. But yeah, it really eats up your energy. So I'm gonna make another medium battery because I think I need it. But this game is it's honestly so much fun, and it's such a good comfort game. Like it's so chill. It's fantastic. It's just one of those games that you can just like do whatever you want, and like not like do whatever you want. Like there are limitations and stuff. Like it's not like a super buildy game like Minecraft is, but it's just one of those games where you can just like you don't have to think very much. You can just kind of like play, and like the game just like tells you what to do for the most part. It's like do this thing, and then it'll give you a new quest, and you're like, okay, do this thing. It's not one of those ones where you have to. Oh, that's why it wasn't going away. That thing here has been stuck here forever, and maybe it's just because of that and I didn't scan it, but I don't know. That was really weird. But yeah, we're just gonna keep doing this. One of my favorite things in this game is honestly just making the medium resource canisters and just filling them up full of resources, and then I'm like, I need this resource, and then I can just grab it, and it's, I don't know what it is, but it's just like, it's so satisfying. I'm a little bit weird, but that's fine. I'm fine with being a weirdo. And if, like, ask any of my friends, if you ever met them, you would know that I am strange. We're gonna actually do a little bit of exploring of this cave here. Just because I'm kind of curious to see what it has to offer, if it has anything interesting that could be useful. These right here, they are generally pretty useful. There are ones where you need to fill up a battery, which this is not one of those things. This is one where you have to have a certain amount of energy being put into it for it to open. There's ones where it just like you charge a battery basically, but this one you can't open with a QTRTG. If it was, we would go and do that, but I really don't feel like spending the time to bring down a bunch of power. We'll check this one. We'll check this one over here to see if it's a battery one, because if it's a battery one, we'll open it. If not, I'm not gonna worry about it, because I have plenty of bytes. Yeah, I have 20,000. Jeez Louise. And I really don't have anything to spend them all on. Yeah, no. Because once you unlock a bunch of stuff, you really don't need any more. There's really no need for it. But there's that. And I can see there's also some zinc. So we'll take that. That's pretty handy. Ooh, look at this. This is a portable smelting furnace. I didn't know you could find these. That's real nice. Let's get rid of... We don't... You know what? Actually, I'll come back to that because I saw that there was... Over here... a laterite one. So we can put the laterite right in here, and then it's not going to waste. And yes, it's one of the skinny ones. Alright, cool. Because there are two different types of things. Whenever you open those like exo research chamber units, you can either get one that you can scan, or you can get one that's like a two-prong thing, and then you put it in the jeez Louise. And then you can put it in the I'm trying to think of the word. I don't know why I can't think of the word. What is it called? A research chamber. A research chamber, yeah. So you can get the research items, put it in the research chamber. So some of those exo units that you can unlock, they'll give you big ones like that, and they're worth quite a few bytes. Those are pretty handy, but they're just obnoxious to carry back like all the way to where you're trying to go. So I think I'm just gonna keep mining. I don't think this cave has really anything that we necessarily need at this point. So I'm just gonna head on out of here if I can. There we go. So yeah, if you guys are interested in this game and you are thinking about playing it, get it on Steam on your computer. The controls looks so much better. I'm playing on my Switch because my computer is probably not the greatest for games, if that makes sense. It's just, it's really not built for gaming. It's not a gaming what are you doing? I want this. It's not a gaming laptop, so I don't really trust it. Real quick, actually, we might make something that's very useful. Medium fluid and soil canister. Okay, yeah. This is what we want. So plastic and glass. We have glass right there. We have carbon. Whoops. Let's get rid of some of these. We're kind of running out of space. We're gonna grab a compound. Right. So if you open this up, it'll just like spit it out to every possible storage, and then you can disable it, and it'll suck every possible one back in. These are so nice. They are a little bit weird because I wish you could just like turn it like off and on, and then like grab that out. But it's all just like it's really automatic, and sometimes it's kind of a pain. But the soil canister is going to allow us to, instead of having these small canister, we're going to be able to make a bigger one that's going to be able to hold a lot more for us. So what we're going to do is... Where's our tractor? If you guys know where I left my tractor, please leave it in the comments where I put my tractor, because I don't see it. Like, I thought I had it back here. And now it's just gone. Man, that's weird. You can, with your compass, you can see where your vehicles are. Which, it looks like I have this one over here, that's my buggy, but then there's no vehicles on the map other than just my buggy. Like, my tractor is just gone. Where did my tractor go? What the hell? But anyway, so what we're gonna do is right here. So this soil canister, I want to put it on my tractor and bring it down with me, but so I guess we can just make another tractor. It's really not that big of a deal. Let's see here. Tractor. 2 aluminum. Yeah, we can do that probably. Do I have aluminum? I have 1 aluminum. Yeah, I guess we'll have to go get another aluminum. But we don't necessarily need a tractor to carry this down. We can just use our hands. It's just preferable to not have to. But yeah, so you can, basically what you can do, you can suck up as much soil as you want, and then instead of having to go up, down, up, what you can do is just put it right into the medium resource canister, or I guess medium soil canister, and then just it empties right out. Yep, there we go. And then you can just put this right onto your soil centrifuge, and then you can just like set the soil centrifuge to make like resin or something, and then just have it to like constantly go, so you're just getting like resin all the time. Or, you know, for as much soil as you have, you can make like that much resin, which is pretty cool. But, you know, it is pretty useful. Man, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to edit my Christmas video with all the recording I'm doing. My LEGO videos are so much easier to edit than it is to edit these ones because of the face cam. The face cam is such a hard element to add to a video, like, or at least for me, with the editing software that I'm using, it's very difficult. It might be easier for some people, but I don't know why it's a struggle for me. We're gonna feed our gastropods because they're hungry and I don't want to die. So real quick, I'm gonna just go feed them. These guys were fed for like 30 minutes. Like, that's how long you have of just like infinite life and oxygen. So that's pretty nice. And if you pre-feed them like this, you have like an hour. So what you can do is you can fill up the medium resource canister and have it auto set to make ammonium and stuff like that. So that would be a good way to make just like a whole bunch of hydrazine if you would want a lot of hydrazine, which It's nice to have a bunch of hydrazine for fuel for your ship. The most efficient way to get ammonium, though, is definitely to go and mine it. It is not good to do the soil route. It is not efficient. Just go mine it. And if you're a little more advanced, doing the auto miner is so much better than doing it by hand. Like, you get so many more. Like, you can put it on a vein, and you can get a lot of resources for like 1 or 2 veins. Like, you get so many more resources than you normally would just mining it with your space gun here. And like, oof. There's also a much better way of doing this that I am doing. But I'm dumb. There's a backpack somewhere around here. You guys should be able to hear the bing, bong, bong, bong. I don't exactly know where it is. So I'm gonna do a little bit of digging because it might be buried. Backpack. Backpack. These backpacks can be hard to find sometimes. I don't think it's really worth. I don't think it's really worth trying as hard as I am. This is my way out of caves every single time I get like stuck in a situation. I'm just like, I'll just mine my way out. It's so much easier than trying to like find your way back to wherever the hell you were. It's just simpler because it's so easy to get lost. Once you move on from tethers to having the galastropod and you stop using tethers, it is so much harder to navigate because like having the tethers is honestly, it is such a good way to not get lost. But I'm like, I don't need it to breathe, so like I don't think it's super worth it to have them other than just like not getting lost. But for me, I'm like, you know what? I don't really care about getting lost. I know how to get my way home because of the compass. If I like can just mine my way out of the cave, which I have done. And we're over this way. Yeah. See, it's not hard to just get yourself out. It's not terrible, but lots of soil. We're gonna go ahead and just turn that on and make some more compound. And so now I have 1 aluminum in my backpack and 2 aluminum now, and I can go ahead and make my tractor. And the next thing we need is a medium rover. So 2 plastic and a rubber, we can do that. But the nice thing about having these little ones is it can also smelt it separately. So you can have 2 smelting at once, which is really nice. Sometimes I just really get lost in this game and just like the production of items and stuff. It's just, it's fun. I don't know why, it gets me. Alright, so we got our first plastic, which we need 2 of, and then we need a rubber. And I actually don't, organic and resin. Oh, I've got plenty of both of that, so organic. And do I even have, I think I have a resin on me, so there we go. And a rubber, there we go. Now we got 2 plastic and a rubber, so now we can make a medium rover. In here. Medium rubber. And we have this medium rover. We can put that right back here. Yeah. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, we gotta charge it, obviously. So this one, we're actually gonna charge with this just because there's not gonna be any sunlight or anything down in the caves, so it's just gonna get its own QTRTG. Although, it could fit a large shredder. Tungsten carbide. Could I get tungsten carbide? I have carbon and tungsten. I could do that. May as well. So I need carbon. I have tungsten. Oh no, there's tungsten over there. Okay, cool. So the large shredder. Let's unlock it real quick. Do we have any exo chips? I don't know that I do. I don't think I do now, so we can go ahead and actually claim this now. Cool, cool, cool. And we have an exo chip. And our tungsten carbide. And some iron. We just need to smelt this iron down. Alright, now we got our iron. Bada bing, bada boom. And now... Alright, just don't stand right where you're trying to print. We need a large shredder. And this is going to allow us to shred down a lot more stuff than this like rinky-dinky little one over here. This only allows us to shred very, very small things, but this bigger one is going to allow us to shred larger things. And then there's even a bigger one, which... let's see, what does that even take? I know that I'm not going to be able to make it, so I didn't even try. But extra large shredder... Yeah, we'd need steel, which we can't get, so... We'll get there eventually, but for right now, I'm not worried about it. And so what's nice about this one is we can take it down into the mines with us, and we can shred stuff down. It's really gonna eat up all of our power and go very, very slowly, but we can attach another one of these medium rovers and put a little bit more power on it eventually, but for right now, I think I'm actually going to swap it over here, because it actually will have power, because we don't necessarily need it on the tractor. This will be much faster. Okay, so you see, we got like 3 scraps just from like 1.5 of these, so like that's great. We can really just make a lot more scrap now, which is really, really nice. But unfortunately, that's all the time I have for this video. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.